Hello, hello, good morning, good morning. Alrighty. I've started a new project yesterday. We're just gonna keep on working on it. Today we're gonna try to draw the Aaron Hansen as Dawn, which I've done several times now on this channel. I actually think the character designs kind of fit really well, so this will be really fun. It's a different style though. I've been doing a different style for this one. Okay, well I don't know why I'm drawn with the hat first. Give me a sec, give me a sec. Let me do a sketch, let me do a sketch. Here I go, just jumping right in. Without even thinking. Without even planning. Eyebrows. There we go. Wait. How should I do this? Recently, I have been omitting the mustache. Is it time to put the mustache back? The hair clips are cute. I haven't noticed that she's got hair clips. Is it time for hair clips? Let me think, let me think. I'm just scribbling. I'm just gonna scribble it out. We'll sort it out later. I could be a little bit more detailed with this one since it's line art instead of lineless, just floating shapes. Good morning. Good morning, YDK. A moth got into my home yesterday. I'll never be comfortable again. Ugh, those things are dusty. Ew. I've said it before, I think they're interesting. I would not like a moth in my home. No. Whenever I find my least favorite bug in my house, bothers me for a long time. I've said it's like a timer has been like reset on like my heebie-jeebies meter, goes up to like, you know, it fills up. And then it's just like a damage over time. Or like reduction of damage over time, you could say. Poison damage to the psyche. I think I put it well. That's how I would describe it. Oh man. Good morning, good morning. Starly Carly's here. Okay, let's see. Here is Aaron. Thank you, Starly Carly. Dawn's got this cute little like vest on. Let's see. Kind of been avoiding that too in my simpler style. Can I move this? Select? Select? Transform? Okay, I can just move her. There we go. Okay, here's Aaron. Quick sketch. Hands on hips, Aaron. Bring back the Animal Crossing hands. Y'all have been asking for it. Here it is. Pokemon symbol. That's gonna be different to draw. I can't decide on the art style I'm gonna go with for this. We'll keep going. We'll keep going. Where's Dan? Let's get Dan. Let's get Dan in here. 1, 2. Edit. Okay, we're good to go. It came in with my watering can. Kept fluttering around my kitchen. Oh man, I don't like when bugs climb out of things that they're not supposed to be in. Shoes, water bottles, soda cans. Stresses me out. I hope we're all having a very calm Friday morning. Happy Friday, everyone. Don't think about bugs climbing out of soda cans. They just like sugar. It's not that big of a deal. You said you like bugs, though. This is true. I do like them when they're in their natural habitat. If a bug is in its natural habitat, you know, doing what bugs do, that's fine. If a wasp is trying to have a sip of my soda can, I'm stressed. That's just why you never go outside. But sometimes they come inside. And then that's when it's just like enemy territory, you know? You can't do that. You can't come inside. Don's torso is penguin coated. Look at this guy. I think he looks very bird-like in this screenshot. First off, what is this pose? This is the rival, by the way, from Pokemon Diamond, you know. Which, I don't really know how much of this I'm gonna be pulling for Dan's character design, but I just, like, saw this image and I was like, this is the most, like, ridiculous... I mean, is he, like, ready for action, I guess? He's very ready to leap, ready to jump. I think he looks very bird-esque, though. And I can't really, like, put my fingers on why. Maybe it's just, like, I mean, that's not really bird-shaped. Something about it. Owl? Sometimes owls have little tufts on their head, right? Like this. That's an owl, not a cat. They're different. Sort of. Aw, that's nice. This is a lot nicer than the drawing we did the other day. Where's the other drawing we did? It's a lot nicer. Everyone, have you said good morning to Realistic Face Pikachu? No, you haven't? Say good morning, Realistic Face Pikachu. He's having a cup of coffee. This is me, like, right now. This is, like, my actual mental state right now. I need a cup of coffee, dude. I need some caffeine. Good morning, good morning. Anyways, I'm getting distracted already. Oh man. Gonna have to go back to the kitchen now, pack my lunch. What then? It's just sitting there somewhere. Menacing. Oh, it's still there. Godspeed. Be brave. Be brave. I'm sending you my energy. Wah. That's my brave energy I just sent your way. But I'm a moth. Don't worry, you're cool. Okay, I don't really know how Dan's gonna fit into this. Maybe they'll just both wear a scarf. Everyone in Pokemon's wearing scarves all the time. I guess it was like 2012. When did Pokemon Diamond come out? 2010? 2012? Everyone was wearing scarves back then. Like day scarves, like summer scarves, you know what I mean? Not like winter scarves. I had a couple Aeropostale scarves. I was pretty fashionable. Me wearing my fashionable Aeropostale scarf to school, waiting for someone to ask me about it. That's a great horned owl. They do have, like, I'm thinking of Zelda. Zelda has, like, very bird-like character designs. That's not Pokemon, is it? Pokemon do that? In Pokemon, they're all named after, like, trees. That's different. I'm getting all mixed up now. It's not like it could leave, it was huge. Oh, you just have to, like, capture it. I saw this thing. I got this, like, I get, like, the weirdest ads sometimes. I got this ad for, like a capsule like this. With, like, hinges. Like a big pair of scissors. I don't really know how to draw it. Something like this. With, like, a spring. And it was just, like, a big bug catcher for when there's a bug in your house. It was, like, Use the giant bug catcher device to catch large bugs. And I was like, it's actually, I mean, it's kind of a good idea. I mean, I don't know how effective it would be. Like, what if it isn't on like a perfectly flat surface? How do you scoop it up? How do you do it? I love being able to draw like what I'm talking about. I wish in like real life I could just have like some kind of floating LED screen around so that when I'm telling stories, you know, outside of my outside of the room I just like constantly confined in. If I could just like illustrate what I'm thinking to people, I think I would have a easier time communicating. That would work well. Okay, Dan's a little bit smaller. Well, his lines are a little bit thicker. We'll sort it out. We'll sort it out. It's fine. It's just a sketch. Okay, everybody's wearing their Aeropostale scarf. Looking good. Looking good. He's got his striped shirt on. Man, striped shirts are not good for animating. OMG, Aeropostale. Dude, I was an Aeropostale fanatic. I was always repping the merch. Repping the brand. That was like my favorite store. It was so popular. Okay, there they are. Aaron looking like a diva. I love it. Is this good? Okay, should we do some clean line art? Let's do another layer, or... Okay, let's do one layer. I just realized something. I just drew Aaron and Dan on the same... It's fine. It's fine. I'll sort it out. Let's see, if this was Procreate, I could easily adjust this and make it transparent. I don't seem to be able to do that. Okay, we'll do this. I gotta try to make sure the line width stays consistent if I'm gonna do line art, which I'm not very practiced at. For that reason, I don't like making the line art consistent. A little bit of variation's nice, but especially when I have the pressure sensitivity on, this is tricky. You can tell I'm going over the lines, they're darker. New Pokemon, oh no. You don't like the new Pokemons, Carly? I'm actually kind of intrigued by the latest one. Maybe I'm falling, you know, falling prey to the flashing lights, the cute art style. I'm like, maybe it'll be good again. I didn't really like, the last one too much myself either. I'm not sure if I want to fill this in or make it the line art. Circle. Circle. We'll scale that down later. It's the video game boys! It is, it is! The hat returns. I love how that guy is just posing on Aaron's shoulder. Again, very bird-like, like a parrot. He's like a parrot. There's like nothing bird-like, like I don't know why I'm getting bird vibes from that guy, but it's the only thing that's coming to my mind. Although talking about like bird character design makes me super want to play a Zelda game. It makes me think of Skyward Sword, which is my least favorite Zelda game. I don't know if that's an unpopular opinion, but In some ways, it might be a cliche opinion, especially as a Game Grumps fan. My least favorite. Of course, my sister loved it. I just like complained the whole time. There we go. Now that's cute. Daisy hairstyle. I love drawing these little curly cues in the hair. It works too well. Yeah, okay, yeah. Do we go for... Wait, the hair clips. It's all coming together. It doesn't read like hair clips. It doesn't read like hair clips. I have to think about that. I wish I had a giant top hat on my head. This is for you. This is for you, nutty dude. Look at how happy you'd be if you had a giant top hat on your head. Controversial take. Pokemon hasn't been truly great since DS. X and Y on 3DS was okay. I think a lot of people say I love Pokemon Diamond. That was like I have very strong feelings about Pokemon Diamond, but I've heard people say Black and White is really good. I really want to play Black and White. That's Gen 5 though, but I hear a lot of people say that like that's where things like really started to take a turn. I really liked the art style for Black and White. It makes me feel intrigued. Okay, actually, we gotta take a step back here. We gotta take a step back. The top hat returns. We gotta go take a step back. I don't want to draw these clips on Aaron's hair. It looks odd. I'm not doing it. Favorite Zelda games are the one for the CDI. Hot take. CDI Zelda games. Where did those even come from? Classic call out. What's it called? Adventures of Link, Adventures of Zelda. There's the like live action Zelda one. I actually like the vibe of that one, but maybe for a different franchise. Maybe for a different franchise. They were just making stuff. They were just making whatever. Like, okay, that's fine. Okay. It's got a scarf on. Can't really tell it's a scarf when there's all the hair in the way. How do we sort that out? Thicker lines? Maybe. Once I sort this out, it'll be pretty easy to just change the pose a couple of times and I'll have it all the details squared away. It'll go a-okay. Got an energy drink here with me today. Shout out Monster Energy, thank you. Not sponsored. I just like it. Diamond and Black and White are awesome. There you go. I've still gotta play Black and White, but I am such a huge fan of Diamond. Definitely one of my favorites. Every game I like played in like this like super specific time in my life, I feel like I just thought they were just like all great, and I still think they're all great. Super Mario Sunshine, Pokemon Diamond, Sonic Adventure 2. Dude, I've been thinking about Sonic Adventure 2 again. I'm never going to escape the GameCube era. GameCube era forever. Even though there are games I want to play. Ooh, I played a scary game. Daisy the Brave. That's why I had so much brave energy to spare earlier. I played the game Reanimal, which is like the continuation of the Little Nightmares series. I don't like this little tassel on the end of the scarf. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. It's just a fashion scarf, not a knitted scarf. There we go. I played Reanimal. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. I liked it. If I had to say my favorite entry of the Little Nightmares series, it would definitely just be 1. I'm the type of person who I really like usually the first entry of a series because I think it's the most like well-rounded narratively and things like that. It's very hard to make a good sequel. That's what I think. But I liked it. I thought Reanimal was good. I might get the DLC. But my sister and I played the Little Nightmares games, and I spent some time with my sister recently. And I was like, we gotta play the new Little Nightmares. It's pretty fun. I love the animations from the Zelda CDI games. They were quite ambitious, weren't they? Everything's all like bulbous and they have like weird like foreshortening because they get like really close to the camera and they're just like whipping around all the time. I appreciate that they went hard with it. Oh man. I've never played them. Has anyone actually played them or have you just like seen it on YouTube? I'm curious. Does anybody have it? What is a CDI? I know about it just because of YouTube. YouTube poops, all that stuff. I remember that era. Absolutely. Hey Fox in a Box. Good morning, Daisy Nation. Another beautiful day. This Friday. Yesterday was Thursday. Today is Friday. Gotta get on the bus. Gotta have cereal. I see my friends. Okay, I'm done. Oh man. Let's see. Apart from Deltarune, which starts the least rounded and figures itself out in chapter 2. You're saying Deltarune starts out least rounded? Figures itself out in chapter 2. Do you think Toby Fox, like, has the entire story planned out? Do you think every single detail has been ironed out, or do you think it's, like, being changed here and there? I like to think it's been ironed out for a long time. But I wouldn't blame him if he's shifting things just like a little bit here and there. That would be really hard. Imagine you have like an idea and you just have to like hold it in your mind for like a decade and be satisfied with it, especially when you're releasing things out in chapters. This is something I've heard like writers struggle with if they, or maybe like if they release books, webcomic series, things like that. If you release things like chapter by chapter, you can't go back and change it, versus if you're writing a book, you have to write book 1, you release it, and then like that's set in stone, dude. You can't go back and change those chapters. That would be really difficult. The fact that Toby Fox is releasing video game, episodes and chapters is ambitious. That would be very difficult. Hi, Dreambert. Howdy. I refuse to believe anyone has actually played Zelda CI outside of YouTube videos. That's what I'm saying. Dude, now I'm kind of like, I'm like in this mode where I super want to like start collecting interesting things. Thank you, Lithimus. Thank you for the gold coin. Good morning. I'm just like in this time of my life where I think Carly said it last stream, just like, I want to own everything I had when I was younger. That's a very common feeling, I think. And then also I just want like weird obscure things. I'm just like, dude, I kind of want a Zelda CDI game on my shelf. That would just be so interesting, I think. There's a couple of things I've got my eye on those online websites. People selling fun things. I'm spending a lot of time on this line art. Let's see. Okay, eyes. Maybe we will leave the eyes. Maybe. Well, let's just call this layer Aaron. We'll put the eyes here. Okay. Move it back. I wish I could control the transparency of the layers a little bit easier. I know it's somewhere in the settings, but every time I look for it, I feel silly because I can't find it right away. I'm still getting used to this program. Angry eyebrows. I'm late today again. Here's the lucky gold coin. Thank you, thank you. I envy the people in like 3 years for the full Deltarune release. Instead of waiting for a year for each chapter. I know. I think it's crazy that the like fandom is like picking up people like mid-chapter. I saw someone like post a poll. I think, you know, people who are like, I follow a lot of, Deltarune analysis videos and things. And someone posted a poll and they were like, oh, what episode or what chapter did you join the fandom in? And people were like, I joined chapter 5. I was like, chapter 5? You joined in chapter 5? Where have you been? It's crazy. I understand though. It's like the younger generation just found out about this crazy thing. Some of us have been here for a long time. It's crazy. It's like starting to connect some generations, you know? Good for Toby, dude. It's nuts. There he is. Passive-aggressive Aaron. He's only got one arm, I realize. We can have his other arm. Whatever, it would be hidden by the scarf. That's what we'll say. That's what we'll say, yeah. If I were to release something like that, I need a pretty solid outline with a layer of details ironed out. Yes, yeah. Like maybe massive story beats would have to be like plotted out on a timeline, but maybe you could like smaller details, B characters, maybe you can kind of think about it later. Yeah. Yeah, I see that. Okay, now I better do something. I'm going to edit this flipbook. Oh. Edit the other flipbook. Edit. I did adjust the window a little bit. Copy. I'm going to delete this. Oh. No, he doesn't have a face. Put it back. Okay. I did edit the window a little bit on the stream overlay so you can see a little bit more of what I'm doing when I'm moving around these silly little frames. Here we go. There we go. I cannot get over this dude's pose. He just looks ridiculous. I don't want to be mean to this guy. But you look silly. He's crouched, mid-crouch. It's a good pose. Me when I'm trying to figure out a new pose to draw my OC that isn't like... Hands behind back. Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, it's expressive. It's just so odd. I've never seen anyone stand like this. Oh, man. Is this the haunter part? Yes. Yep. You got it. Why do you make Aaron pink and Dan blue when you draw them? I believe that's their favorite colors. And also I really like when in other like Game Grumps animated, it kind of adds to the interesting character designs. Speaking of, dude, I should make Aaron's line art pink. I think I could do a clipping mask. Hopefully I don't have to redraw that. I may be okay. But yeah, some time ago, couldn't even possibly begin to remember what episode or whatever it was, but they said that was their favorite colors. And it's kind of like part of the kind of collective art consciousness. That's just how you draw them. It's hard to remember details when writing something in chapters. I'm talking from experience. Are you a writer, Nutty Dude? I feel that. I mean, in some ways, in my personal works too, where I'm like animating things episode by episode, and then it gets released, and then previous episodes or the following episodes, I'm like, shoot, what did I like? I forget the art style I draw, and sometimes I have to reference things from previous episodes. Where I'm just like, is it more of a outline type of line art or a filled in type of line art? You know, things like that. I have to remind myself how I draw the eyes of other characters that aren't the main character, you know, things like that. Still minor shifts, even with me referencing my own work. Oh man, and don't get me started on keeping your own lore straight. Decided to change my avatar to the worm, because why not? Dude, I'll join you. We'll warm it up. Avatar's worm. Hi, Drawer. Welcome, welcome. Oh man. I have a friend that loved Undertale that I told like 5 years ago. She had to finish or watch a genocide run before playing Deltarune Chapter 1. Still fighting the final boss. Dang. Can I say something that'll make me lame? I have never fought the Sans. I've never fought Sans. Too much of a baby. Oh man. Did I see the part with the chanties in last week's episode? I have not. Is it good? Should I write that down in my little list of ideas? Ooh, we could do this. Curly cues. I love curly cues. That's nice. Does mess up the eyebrows though. Just the largest eyebrows you can think of. No. No. I usually just do this kind of like curve thing like that. It's so weird to be drawing line art instead of shapes. It's not my general thing. Which is just so funny to say that because every other artist is usually in this style. Lots of people animate in this style. Howdy howdy! Welcome meme. Your name's cracking me up. Okay. Hair. Man, I can't believe I forgot. I totally do need to... That seems good. That seems good. Make Aaron's line art has to be pink. I have to start everything over. We have to go back. Danny's eyebrow scar. I'm forgetting everything. What if we just did that? We'll see if I end up like coloring these dudes in. I haven't decided. I'm very much still in the like ideation stage right now. It's a good thing I didn't get very far if I hadn't decided on like the color of the line art. Also, just like a side note, I love colored line art. I think it's really nice. I don't usually get to do it very often in some of the projects I do, so I usually try to avoid it, but artists who use colored line art, it's awesome. I love it. I love to see it. Pink line art, nice. That's like my favorite. Gotta do it. I remember when I just like realized that like you don't have to have like a thick black outline around everything. And it kind of blew my mind. I mean, it just makes like a huge difference. I mean, here we go. Versus, do we do pink, blue, pink? I also love like drawing with like colored pens and things like that. It's so fun. Yay! It's just so cheery. Pink line art. Fill it in. It makes a difference. It does, it does. Okay, go back, go back. I'm getting distracted. We are in the ideation stage. Let's see. Writing fanfic, nice, very fun. Colored line art is pretty fun. Just makes picking the right colors when shading a little harder. Oh yeah. Don't get me started on shading. I skip shading. I skip the shading. I have art friends who are really good at like the rendering part of digital drawing. Sometimes I ask her for help. I've like straight up just like sent her pieces, like screenshots and things, and I'm just like, how would you shade this? And she's just like sent me like a really quick like tutorial. Like, dude, I have such good friends. She'll just like send like a little screen recording. She's like, well, here's how I do it. I do this thing and I use this setting and here you go. And I'm like, wow. She's very skilled. She's actually often making me little like video tutorials whenever I'm like, hey, how do you do this? One time I was learning how to crochet and she already knew how to crochet. She's pretty good at it. And I just like sent her the pattern I was trying to do and I was like, what does this stitch mean? And she just like made a little video for me. She's so great. Wholesome. Okay. Sweater. One Animal Crossing hand is bigger than the other. Nice flower. Why, thank you. I'm pretty good at drawing flowers, you hear? Pretty good at this sort of thing. I love shading. Well, there you go. I definitely have like different stages of the art practice I enjoy, and there's shading is not usually my favorite stage. It depends. I really like picking colors. I think that might be my favorite. I used to find myself struggling with it a lot, but recently I've been... I usually just kind of go crazy with colors. I love like every color. I always want to use every color. I also like saturated colors. I spend a lot of time just like doing color swaps and swatching things, and maybe that's my favorite thing. I find myself very indecisive about it though. Hi, Honey Queen. Having helpful art friends feels great. Yes. Yes, agree. Oh man, yeah, it's cool. It's cool. I always get like texts from creative people like, here's my next project. And it'll just be like this medium I've never heard of. She'll be like making a t-shirt. This like monoprint type thing. I'm like, I don't even know what that is, but it looks awesome. You're so creative. And I'll like text her back like, I made a phone charm. I 3D printed a Chow from Sonic Adventure 2. Oh my gosh, speaking of 3D prints, I got work to do. I got some work to do on my 3D prints. I'm moving this up. Moving Dan's face up. Whoop. Transform. Why isn't it? Aha. Okay. Different layers. Fooled again. Eyebrows up. Face up. How does that change things? Okay, I'm realizing he's very lopsided. Maybe move it back down. Centered. We might have to change the hair. We don't have a whole lot of time. Oh, I'm sorry you're not feeling too well, Carly. I hope you feel better soon. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna make this look at least a little bit more balanced. There we go. It's like a cloud. Gushing about friends is the best. Aaron and Dan's camaraderie is the #1 thing pulling me to their channel. Aw, it is really sweet. Wholesome. Wholesome. Oh man. Get you a friend who will do a whole YouTube video tutorial just because you can't figure out how to do a double cross stitch or whatever it's called. I'm not the world's best crocheter, okay? I'm not very good at it. I could do like a couple basic things. I can follow a pattern. One time I made a strawberry. Oh man. But yeah, friends are the best. Okay, what do we do today? Dude, Aaron looks good. He's got really good line variation and things. Where's Dan? I don't think we're on the same level here. We lost his face. Put it back. Put it back. Scoot it over. Okay, we gotta get rid of this guy. We gotta get rid of this guy. He's been like mean mugging me this whole time. Get out of here. Oh, I see. I filled in Aaron's eyes. There they are. 2 bros. Fill in this bit. Whoa. Nope. Nope. Like so. Like so. And I do want to see really quick if we can do a clipping mask. How does this work? I select it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Do we do a clipping mask on top? Drawing? No. Track options. Oh, mask. Clipping mask. What does that do? What does that do? Did I do it? Now I edit the drawing and I make it pink. Like a nice rosy pink. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah. Nice. I love this brush. I think it's so pretty. There we go. There we go. I like it. I like it a lot. Look at how cute. I really like this color too. This is nice. It shows up okay on the white background, which I'm just realizing I might change. I might change the background. Fill this in. Here we go. Alrighty. Alrighty. Guess whose work alarm just went off? Well, it's time for me to head off for work for the day. We didn't get very much animation done in the animation stream, but we, like, sketched some things. Well, we'll have to pick this up next time. Thanks so much for hanging out, y'all. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys have a good day. If you're new here, I do art and animation streams every day during the week. Today's Friday, so I will be back on Monday. Maybe we'll be working on this. Maybe we will kind of shake it up a little bit. Sometimes I work on original things. Sometimes I do fun little gaming streams. Kind of depends on how I'm feeling. Thanks so much for watching. Check out the playlists on my channel. Check them out. Check them out. I've got lots of Game Grumps animated. Lots of fun stuff. Thanks so much for hanging out, y'all, and I hope you guys have a good day.